brand new episode, brand new week.
Candy on the mic.
Awab, baby.
Flamingos podcast.
Podcast, man. That's a shit. Let's go.
You just tuned into the Flamingos podcast. This is Awab.
Candy on the mic.
And Awab!
Let's go.
ما بالك بتكورك يا مان.
اوكي
بتعرف انه كورك هنا.
اوكي كده اشوف بس الديسبلز هنا.
كويسة؟
لا ده ماتش
لسه
لسه؟
ما مشكلة يقدر. This is a brand new week, a brand new episode from the Flamingos podcast. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope everybody out there is having a good weekend.
Yep.
Had a good weekend as well by the time this episode is out.
Yep.
I hope you're going to have a good week ahead.
Yep.
I hope nothing but greatness to everybody out there that is listening, to everybody out there that knows about this podcast, been tuning in, sharing their thoughts, DMing us, letting us know how is it going. And yeah, with that being said, also, I'm sick and tired of being the nice guy in this episode. I'm just gonna start talking shit when I see shit, you know, here and there. There's a lot of stuff that been, you know, it's been a quiet, settled podcast in the recent times. I know and I understand and I feel that as well, but hey, you can't have 135 episodes that are all fire, although that's the goal.
Well,
always
having a few quiet ones.
But you know, we're gonna get there as usual. How you doing, gentlemen? Yes, you.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Alhamdulillah, everything is fine. Summer is here.
Okay.
Energies on
Okay.
on a different level.
Okay.
And
It's positive how you doing this time, huh?
I'm trying to be positive.
Nice.
Trying to be positive. Yeah, we have to be positive. We have to move on. We have to keep on doing what we.
شايفها من
the
ربطة
best that we-
الشعر عرفت في
the-
positivity
هي أظن
جاية.
الطاقية أنا I think هي الطاقية اللي
It's the
بتعمل
cap.
negativity.
I think it's the cap. I got rid of all of my caps. I think, and yeah, I'm changing my lifestyle, and every time we have to set a new
Wave.
wave, you have to reset. Don't
Yeah.
give up. Even if you're going through difficult times, bad times, think positively, and that's what I'm doing actually. And this is how I'm doing these days. And I hope everybody's on the same
I like
wavelength.
on the same wavelength, yeah, and the same frequency.
I like today's vibe from you. Nice. Good. That's
هجيب
good.
لك الpositive. Okay, that's nice.
كويس.
And how was the whole week for you? Any plans ahead now? Since summer is here, what are the plans, guys? Let's discuss what are the summer plans.
The summer is here, holiday season, and everybody's taking a break.
عيد الأضحى جاي
العيد-
لا أنا عارف
Eid is
التقويم.
there.
I know the calendar. But
Yeah, it is here.
What are
But
your plans?
for me, it's gonna be the first time I'm leaving the country. I'm going for a very short trip
Oh, nice,
for a family visit.
nice.
And
Family visit.
I recall that the last time that I was on a plane, it was before the pandemic. Can you imagine?
Really?
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
I think it was before
That
the
trip you
pandemic.
took to Barcelona was after the pandemic.
No, it was before.
No,
the
it was
It was
pandemic.
before, huh?
Yeah, the last business trip I was supposed to go. It was for I was supposed to go to Russia, to a place called Kazan, I think. But that trip was cancelled because they stopped receiving people from outside of Russia because of the COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
And this was the last
Time you
plan.
intended to travel.
trip for me. Yeah, so I think it's more than 3 years now. Yeah, and I'm excited. Hope it's a good refresh. It's a good reset for me. And yeah, that's about it.
Awab?
Well, I'm pretty good. Last week I came up. Last episode I mentioned about keeping my energy isolated and whatnot. It's been harder on some days and better on some. Like in overall, it's a journey. Like in alhamdulillah, Everything's fine. I didn't do much this week. I've been kind of scaling down the whole going out and.
And how's the energy for summer? Is there any plans
I'm
ahead?
excited, man. I got my family came over. I got my nephews and nieces here. I'm happy they're here. I'm gonna be traveling after Eid for a quick like 5-6 day trip.
Nice.
كده غير جو شوية عرفتها. I'm excited for يعني شنو. I want to get back after this holiday. I'm not concentrated on the holiday as much as I am about what I'm gonna do during like after I come back. So I have a lot of things planned I want to get on. I think it's a good buffer for me to give كده حبة بعد ذاك.
Push forward.
To come, come out the door running. What about you?
As you guys know, I went for a trip to Paris.
And
first thing, I step out of the cab, or step out from the airport, not the cab. I smell piss everywhere.
that's what I heard, bro.
Yeah, it's facts.
I heard that actually the
it's
first
facts,
smell you
it's
get
facts.
in
Yeah,
Paris
it's facts.
is
So I left the airport, you know, because you leave from the underground parking when you get an Uber, and then you go the Uber, you know, drops you to the hotel, so you know you're in the street, right? That's where I smelled that. I was like, oh,
Yeah, مرحبا.
I looked at my friend, and he's like, yeah, bro, come on, it's Paris, you know. I was like, all right, you know, it's nice. Let's see how is it going, and then. It's not a wow city at the end of the day. You know, I stayed there for like 4 or 5 days. Turned up on the last day, but then the other days I was just walking around, you know,
Experiencing shit.
yeah,
basically.
but, you know, exploring, you know.
Eiffel Tower.
I went there, of course.
You went to
you
the
have
top?
to. No, I did not. Because I consider myself. No, I'm sorry.
Nothing much there up there.
Up there,
it's
right?
It's only a coffee shop, I think, and an ice
Yeah,
tea.
but I wasn't mesmerized by Paris. You know, it's quite expensive.
Quite expensive, yeah.
It's
Depressing.
not a place that you. Okay, it's a place you might want to visit just because you want to come and say, "Oh yeah, I've been to Paris." That's it.
But is it? I don't think it's the flex that it used to be. يعني زمان I went to Paris. Oh, Paris. Like in Hassi.
I mean, it's still one of those
I wouldn't
places
play
in
that.
in the you know in that people would have in the bucket list where
Yeah.
I would want to go to Paris. You know, I would want to go and see the
You know,
Eiffel Tower.
weirdly
I would
enough,
wanna
Europe
go.
has never been in my bucket list. ما أعرف ليه.
I mean, it's nice to go because you get.
Fashion, okay,
I mean, yo,
what's
the weather by
well,
itself?
maybe-
weather is-
yeah,
the
maybe-
weather
That's
is-
maybe the
different,
weather,
you know.
yeah.
That's an escape for
Maybe
us.
the weather is.
The weather is different. The nature over there is everywhere. You know, it's nice to walk as well. You can walk in any European country, you know. And me as a person, I love to walk. I love to. Whomever walks with me when I'm in Europe, they get tired. You know, the whole because I can walk for 12 hours
days.
straight. You know, like and non-stop, no relax. I'm just walking. You know, and I love that.
زول بتاع كرف.
Exactly. And it's something that I was, you know, over here. We grew up, we were walking in Abu Dhabi, you know, from a street to another. So I got used to that, you know. I love walking and exploring. And I love getting lost as well, you know. So I don't open the map, I just walk.
But the only
And that's
difference is that when you walk here, you have the limitation of the weather that
To a certain extent, yeah,
blocking you for
yeah,
keep on
exactly,
going.
yeah.
On the other hand, when in Europe, you can walk for like
And you don't
for a
feel
very
it.
long- you don't feel tired. You don't feel like you're
Exactly.
sweating. And
But
that's one of the advantages, I think. One of the good things.
it's an okay, you know. It's not wow. It's not it's Paris, you know. It's okay. I went to a techno event at the last day where I had to travel 4 hours after the event was done. I caught up to the flight, as you can see, but it was a nice event as well. One thing that I love about it, it's a city that it doesn't sleep. So there's people 24/7 outside. You know,
Doing things.
there are bars that are open. There are places that are open where you can sit. Restaurants, some you know here and there. You know, you can sit. You can go out. You can explore still. Other European countries they would close by 8 p.m. You know, maximum or 9. You know, and it's not even fully summer. Now summer is in thing, but yeah, and it's busy. I love crowded areas. I love crowded cities. I love, where you can see people, because then you get to know cultures. You get to know people.
Yeah,
and all of that.
experience the whole thing.
Yeah, experience the whole. Everything. So yeah, those are the things that I loved. But then other than that, it's nothing that I was like, wow, I would love to come back over here. No, it was
You're
just.
like, I just experienced it. It's
I
fine.
attended a Wu-Tang and Nas concert, which I think it's a part of their tour in Europe. It's because of 50 years of hip hop,
Yeah.
and so I connected that with what the event that they're gonna do also in Soldi XP this year,
Yeah.
where I think the same tour is gonna as well
It's gonna be here, part of
over
it's gonna
here
be here by
in
the end of the
Dubai,
year.
by the end of the year, because they're doing this whole Euro tour now, and it only makes sense. So I've attended that before it comes over here. That's a plus as well. Other than that, nothing.
Was it nice?
Literally.
The concert then?
Oh, the concert was an experience, because so one thing that we lack over here that is over there is that the audience interaction,
Yeah.
right? And wow. So we always used to hear that Wu-Tang is for the kids, right? I've seen all those grown-up kids over there. I was maybe one of the youngest people over there. That's it. And then it's 30 plus
Nice.
who are attending this concert, and that's it.
My people.
Nice.
You would see kids, but with their parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that their parents are taking them to introduce them to what's Nas, what's Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
and that was crazy to me. When RZA stepped in the stage, everybody, I saw a sea of that Wu-Tang, sign. It was crazy. The crowd interaction was wow.
Nice.
When Nas came in, it was wow. Nas' set was amazing. Wu-Tang was there, but Method Man was not. So yeah, but they killed it.
Method Man's too busy acting.
They killed it. The whole concert, it was fire. I loved it.
I believe it was a very long concert because
It was
you
a
have
long
the-
one. It was a long one. Like what we went, it started by 9, finished around 11:30, something like that. And you have you have Wu-Tang, and then you have also Nas. So Wu-Tang would do their set. They would do a couple songs, and then Nas would come in, do a couple of his records, and then they would come in again.
It's a back
they
and
would
forth
do
type thing for
exactly.
2 hours, yeah.
And it was beautiful. For a person who loves hip hop, that night was a full-on hip-hop, It was a full-on, those Nas records, those Wu-Tang, the way that the intro Wu-Tang did, it was something wow, And the place was full capacity. Can you imagine? It's a full capacity.
Is it a big venue?
It's one of the biggest in Paris.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest venues in Paris. It was full, That's crazy by itself, That Wu-Tang, Nas, in our time today, they still sell out a whole, venue.
venues.
Yeah.
Well, I dare plenty of these modern day artists would do that, It's crazy. But I don't know if they would do that over here. The crowd is different. That's the thing.
Definitely.
It's a very different crowd. And you're not gonna see the amount of interaction that I've seen over there, It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Nice.
But yeah, that was it. I mean, it's
How much is the ticket? Though?
it was the ticket. It was for
20 euros.
no.
40?
It was
50.
yeah. It was something around that. 40,
40.
50, yeah. It was something around that. Yeah, around 30 even. I don't know. Yeah, it's over here. You would have it for what, 1,000 ticket. Yeah, price difference. I mean, hey, these artists are gonna cash out at the end of the day. So, yeah. Anyway, but moving on. We're gonna start recapping from what was earlier.
Yeah.
Apple announced a whole new tech. What is it called, Kenzie?
Gadget.
gadget.
Gadget. That
Apple
is very expensive one.
Vision Pro.
Apple Vision Pro, yeah.
At the Blade. It's a lot of things. It's not just the Apple Vision
How
Pro.
much is it?
$3,499.
Dollars.
Yep.
Wow. That's like what? 12,000 dirhams.
Oh my
Kind of.
days.
Wow.
People will buy it. People
course.
will still buy it.
تابع قاعد.
Yeah. Huh?
تابع قاعد.
تابع حتقعد تقسط ال 200 لكن زاد.
كتير.
أي.
5 years.
Bro, you can buy a
Yeah.
car with this stuff. يعني
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You can buy a whole lot of. But yeah, what do you think?
I think it was supposed to happen. I mean, like all the VR headsets that we have been seeing in the last couple of years. I think Apple had that plan for years now, and I think they planned it well. I've like reviewed a couple of the specification of the device.
What do you think of the technology itself?
Of the technology itself, I think it's going to be needed for a specific segment of people who are going to use it mainly
For what?
to experience. I think it can be categorized to two categories: people who wants to experience content in a different way through a VR, and also you have the people who will use it to as a functioning tool to help them with as graphic designer, for example. Maybe they might be using it to draw something. People will use it to watch live streaming content like basketball matches, watching the game on
Movies.
Yeah, having that experience to watch the game in an immersive environment, like next to the court. That one thing.
Bro, you know that actually going to the court will cost less than buying.
No. But how many matches you were going to watch when you have it?
Can have a whole BN subscription and watch it.
But this is your mindset. There are people who think differently, who wants to have this
But
fancy.
how dumb would you look walking around and then talking to your kids with that? I've seen the video and
Yeah.
I've seen
That's awkward.
That shit looks creepy. First of all,
It looks creepy.
Two, it's imagine you sitting down with your family. This is gonna kill social life because imagine sitting down with your family and you're just out there.
I think
You're zoned out.
I think it was built in the intention that you don't wear it for a very long time because it's gonna definitely cause an eye fatigue for you.
There's a lot of stuff that are built and not meant to be used in that way, and they're used in a very long way, right?
And I think also the battery life. If you look at the battery life, it's only gives you 2 hours, and
But you can connect it and
charge it again.
no, use it while you're charging it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can.
خلاص.
I'm not sure.
It's done.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens,
You can if you connect it to because it's connected to,
the
a battery pack,
yeah,
and then
there
if
is
you
an
connect
external
this
bulb.
battery pack to
Yeah.
electricity, خلاص.
Correct.
I mean,
Limitless.
But look at the use cases. So
How
they-
will you use it? خليك
Yeah,
من
I'm just قاعد أقول لك إنه what are the use cases for this? What can be the potential use cases
for you personally.
For me personally,
Yeah.
If I got it for free, I'm not going to buy it.
If you,
Yeah, okay.
Regardless.
So one, I can watch content in 120 hertz, just like I'm watching a big theater, IMAX kind of thing.
Okay.
That's one. Two, I'm looking at the developers side of it. So now they released it with a very minimum number of apps, right? So they are giving a time for the developers to develop stuff for it.
question:
Like
doesn't
apps.
it reflect your iPhone? It does.
Yeah. Your iPhone.
So you can any app that you're using on your iPhone.
Not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, because they say that they are giving a developers a time period so they can develop apps.
That would open that big.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And one of the things that I was thinking about when we have this technology and link it with AI is that you will in the future you can create a content that mimics you, for example, and the people who are watching this content can interact with the AI version of you. For example, imagine you walking, having a content or a vlog that you walking next to a beach, for example. The one who is watching your content can wear the headset and have an interaction with your vlog that is powered by AI and having that experience with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Maybe when the time comes, you guys will understand. But this is one of the things.
I think I do. بس I think إنه it's like أنت لفت لك لفة طويلة كده.
ما لفة طويلة. This is what's gonna happen. This is one of the things that definitely the developers right now, they are aiming to
Work on.
Yeah.
So I will experience what someone else is experiencing.
Yes, and interact with that
That experience that someone
content
else
creator. What are you saying?
So it's like the meta world, but in a AI real shape.
Yes.
No, I'm not. How would you use it, Yad?
I'm not gonna use it.
If you would.
Watch movies, maybe.
Exactly.
What kind of movies? What kind of movies are you going to watch?
Action movies. John Wick. I'm waiting for John Wick. What type of movies you would watch?
What type of movies you got?
But yeah, it would be interesting if you can play games, connect that to your PlayStation, for example. You know, but it's not.
That's nice. Yeah.
You can't.
You probably.
No, not to your PlayStation.
sure.
There will be a different type of game.
There will be games for the iPhone. You know?
Yeah. One nice thing is that you don't need to use any extra gadgets or extra tools. It follows your hand gesture
Your eye sense.
and your eyes. There are cameras that follows your eyes.
يلا شوف انت بعدين how many times it'll lag, how many times those problems
It
will
will
happen.
detect something you don't want it to detect.
But do you think Apple they will release a product?
Try Siri.
Yeah.
Call I don't know what. She would call someone else.
Look,
you know?
technologically, it's a great thing. It's amazing, Annie. But I think it's application-wise, it's listen very limited.
It's crazy.
And price-wise, it's ridiculous.
Price-wise is ridiculous.
That's an Apple product.
It's an Apple product. They to release it or not, they have to release it as an alpha version, maybe, or a beta version to get the feedback from people. People have to buy it, so Apple can enhance it in the future and release another one.
The problem is that it's Apple. At the end of the day, we come and we trash those stuff, and then we ended up buying those stuff.
Exactly. You guys end up buying them. I ended up just trying them.
No, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. We are literally hypnotized by this. You know?
Allah يشفيكم.
آمين يا رب. لكن you know what I mean? It's yes, I do see what this product is for. I do see, you know, all of that. I do see the benefits somehow. It's more of an entertainment benefit. Listen, even if you're gonna work and you use a graphic designer, you don't need more than a screen in front of you. You don't need a fucking, you know, other big screen to be in front of you, you know, or you would wear to. It's just, I see this as something is going to isolate people socially as well, you know? It's gonna isolate a lot of people. It's obviously not gonna be used also in a very nice way. There is an episode of Black Mirror about this, by the way, of wearing a VR headset, you know, and playing a game, you know, with that. And it's crazy, you know? So, yet we're gonna still end up buying this. No matter how this is the problem. No matter how expensive the product is,
you dumbasses.
It's gonna end up being sold out. You know,
it is gonna be. Yeah.
It's gonna end up being sold out.
Yeah.
So that's what's crazy about it. But talking about Black Mirror, there's a new season. I watched it. You guys didn't yet.
No, I wasn't planning to, but after the conversation we had earlier,
Episode 1, episode 4 or 3. Crazy.
The first one called Awful John.
Awful Jonah.
Awful Jonah.
Yeah. Or Joanne, something like this, her name. These 2 episodes were nice, but the overall, the show is on a decline as an overall. Yeah, a couple episodes there were crazy. I mean, yeah, especially the first one. It's. You guys have to watch it. So
I watched half of it. But
it's crazy nice. In a sense of that I want to go to Netflix now and read the terms and conditions.
What the?
You know that of because in that episode, so it's a female boss. It's a female boss that her life becomes a Netflix show.
A TV show, yeah.
TV show,
A Netflix
you know?
show, yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
And exposed everything.
Yeah, and you can't take it down because when you sign to Netflix, you sign a term and condition that we can
Use your
take-
life.
Yeah, in the show, So it's
I feel if Netflix took your life and converted made it a show, what do you think? Is it gonna be a nice one?
No.
How many seasons?
It's gonna be a boring one.
A boring one, right?
I literally come over here, sit on the couch every day, and do nothing. There's nothing. But yeah. On the other hand, I watched The Flash. And I think, خلاص, in our time, in our generation, DC should, خلاص, raise the white flag and go like, we didn't make it. So I really.
But I think this is the last movie before they start revamping the whole DC.
I mean, whatever it is, whatever they try, خلاص, the stigma is there. People are. There's also still Aquaman. Oh my God.
Oh my days, I forgot about.
There's the Beetle. I don't know what.
The Beetle?
Yeah. Oh.
What Beetle?
Oh, there's this character from Titans, the Beetle.
Ah, okay, yeah.
As a big fan of DC and me seeing this happen, it's breaking my heart that in my time, I'm not being able to enjoy this as much. Listen, it's a beautiful movie somehow. It's a beautiful movie, yet it's not a movie you're going to remember. I still remember, for example, the Spider-Man trilogy, the old one from the same Raimi.
Yeah.
I still remember The Dark Knight. I still remember, and I would still watch them again. I would not watch this more than twice, 3 times, and that's it. And I don't think it's the type of movie I would remember for a long time to tell my friends, or me and my friends have a discussion about, it happened that, just like how we would in Dark Knight or the old Spider-Man movie, or good luck to my son and his generation if they also come back with this
They're gonna
whole,
have to watch a whole lot of
superhero phase.
There's a
movies
new Marvel series
and all of that. Bro, Secret Invasion. Mercy, please. I hope this whole يحرقوا السوبر time القاعدين نحضره that is killing,
bro,
it's killing the movie industry. All of it.
It's
Bro,
gonna
it's
end.
not going to. It's look.
It's gonna end.
Especially with that. It's like the evolution of comic books.
Bro.
But wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I think there was a time also when we got like fed up with all the zombies movies and all the vampire
but
slayers.
it was only for
This
2
vampire
3
slayers.
It's taking a bit
it's
longer.
a phase. This has been now for what? 11 years?
Yeah.
12 years now?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm sick.
And the last good movie was Endgame. Even like بيمشي حاله يعني.
طيب دارين شنو
Like that was a good place to
I'm
تقول
sick.
خلاص thank you very much, we're good, thank you.
I'm sick of this.
They-
I'm sick of this.
They overused it, I think.
Superhero movies, please. And bro, there's no good movie you can go out and watch anymore.
They're not gonna end.
Now the movie that I'm waiting for is Oppenheimer.
What is that?
It's a nuclear bomb Christopher Nolan movie. But then throughout the whole year, you do not, bro. I want to watch a movie. There's no movie to watch anymore.
There is a Tom Hanks movie, I think, but it was released a few months back.
شنو محبوس وين كان؟
Auto 1. It's all
Otto, the man called Otto.
Yeah. How was it?
Is he
It
trapped
was a
some-
Netflix. No, it was
Is
a
he-
what?
Is it a movie about him being trapped somewhere?
No, it's not. It's
That
an
was the
old
third
man. He's an old man, a neighbor of people, and but you do not get. This is an okay home movie. There's no more cinema movies.
Yeah.
This is, you know what? This is why I understand Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible?
It is Tom Cruise is one of the best Hollywood actors, if not the best in our time. Because he puts out a movie for you to watch and enjoy in the cinema.
And if you watch it in your home, you're not going to get the same experience.
You would enjoy. You would still, because you're going to watch a movie. A movie for you to be entertained. It's not a whole fest of production that's full of CGI and a story that is messed up and a low budget. You know what I mean? That's why he puts out a movie. I still didn't watch Top Gun Maverick till now, but I keep hearing it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
You know? Yeah. Here you go. There's no movie that he put out in the past, I don't know how many years, that was bad. None. They were all theater. You know, they were all action-packed, nice, light, family, and it's a movie. You know, by a definition of a movie. You know, for you to enjoy. What's a movie? What's a movie in a cinema? It's for you to go and enjoy, right?
Yeah.
A chain of events that are happening, having a good time.
But bro, every phase, every time in life has a phase of movie. Like
this is taking so long.
Remember that early 2000s when it was cop movies.
No, it was late
90s.
Late 90s,
late 90s when it was.
Yes, but you also had other type of movies at the same time. You had a whole different of genres. Now nothing. You get only superhero.
Now they're it's kind of lost.
No.
لأنه ما عارفين يعملوا شنو.
You get superhero movies, you get superhero series, and you get a couple of Netflix production movies that are whack. You know, and that's it. You get one good movie every 2-3 years, and that's it for you to remember. Tell me the last time you went to the cinema and you watched a good movie, other than Top Gun.
No, but bro, you're
Nothing.
When was it like that in the past? Either.
It was. You would go to the... Bro, there was movies every here and there that would drop that were actually... You would go just and enjoy a movie, you know? There was those dark age movies, for example. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter's, that used to come these years that were, you know, right after...
that was phase 2.
Yes, but then the mid-age and all of that was as well. But look, it didn't, and it had plenty of good movies. Good movies. You know what I'm saying?
Highly budgeted.
Yeah, look at now Marvel, bro. They're killing the production. They're killing how you watch a movie, bro. Look at DC and what they're doing. It's terrible.
The CGI is shitty,
It's a
right?
massacre.
The CGI is shitty in the Flash, right?
No, it's not. There's a part. So there is where he goes in the time zone or whatever it's called, and he sees people. They're all CGI, and you can tell.
You can tell, right?
But then the director came out and said, we intended to do that
okay.
because that's how Flash is seeing it, because it's in a time where, you know, it's in a place there's nothing. For example. But you know what I mean? It's bro.
The economy is not that good, I think, for the...
Stock market, man.
It seems like.
But it's crazy. You know, it's really crazy because I'm getting sick. I'm getting bored from watching these whack-ass movies. Bro, I go... You know what? I watched John Wick a couple days ago. I would have actually paid and watched it in the cinema.
Yeah.
Because I know what genre this movie is. It's a type of genre that we all know from Arnold, Rambo, you know, Terminator, those type of movies. Yes, I would go to the cinema and pay, sit down and watch this shit.
Yeah, okay.
Because you know what is this?
And you know what I loved about John Wick? You know the scene the overhead with the shotgun? With the fire shot. It was near the end when he was trying to reach the whole
the
thing.
stairway.
And قام وصل له زي بيت كده where the whole thing was overhead كان بيجري. It's like you were playing Doom. مذكر Doom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Bro, it's, you know, it's...
That was amazing.
So these are movies that you know what to expect, you know what...
And you
would enjoy.
You
know what I mean?
what you pay for, basically.
Exactly.
Right.
But this whole wackery from Marvel, from DC is... It's khalas. It's time to put a stop for that. And plus you have those die-hard fans of DC and Marvel. Oh, we're disappointed. It doesn't look the same from the comics. Oh no, the you know, Iron Man was not like that in the comics. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm sick. You know, I'm tired from this.
I think you want another Joker movie, the kind of...
No, it's not, bro. It's not that. Okay. I want this whole shit to end. That's it.
Okay, the whole superheroes
phase. Let it end. خلاص. Give us good movies. Give us those John Wicks more. You know, although I'm not a big fan. every once in a while. Give us those Mission Impossible.
Possible.
Give us those more of a Christopher Nolan, that, you know, high budget, nice story movies. You know,
Acting masterpieces.
Give us bro, when was the last time you watched a good drama movie?
The Joker. No, sorry.
No, drama, like a real drama movie.
Well, I watched one recently, but I forgot.
There is a good one that came out, and it's by one of my all-time favorite directors, Darren Aronofsky, The Whale.
No.
This is a crazy movie that I watched. All right, and it's drama, but this is one nice drama movie that has happened, you know, couple of years than now. You don't get that a lot anymore, you know. Where's the comedy movies? What happened to that? To that genre? It's dead.
What happened to the sci-fi, Planet
Good
Explorer,
sci-fi
Interstellar
movies as
type
well.
of movies?
That's another Christopher Nolan. See, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Done. We don't see that frequently. And if it happens, it's by Netflix. Or it's by, you know, it's
It's
a wax story.
yeah.
But yeah, moving on. Sorry,
معلش.
it was a long ass
الدنيا.
rant that happened, but yeah.
ما تشيل في قلبك.
عادي الموضوع عادي easy, no.
Talking about that, I'm trying to choose, you know, I'm trying to choose. Awab, tell us about that manufactured shit. That
Okay, so دي ما لقيتي اللي دي يعني؟
for now, yeah, I'm leaving the submarine one after this.
ما خليها لي بعدين. اوكي. طيب خلاص okay, so I read
An article.
recently, which is weird to me, انه in the States they actually authorized the production of lab manufactured chicken. اللي هو they basically take
Some cells and they genetics and then they-
genetics وبتاع وهنا they authorized انه ممكن بعد ده you can mass produce this and sell it and eat it.
طبعا, where is this approved first?
في أمريكا.
This is where everything happens first.
Yeah. And
مبدئيا كده.
مبدئيا كده all
Would you eat?
okay. All I'm thinking is the amount of cancer patients will increase after this. But will I eat it or not? No, I'm not gonna eat it. I think by the time they
Also,
officially
is it technically chicken?
You guys
I think it's a chicken. I watched the video.
But I'm sorry, you guys already had plant-based meat, right? It's the same shit, right?
No, but it's plant. But
that's
it's coming
what
from
I'm asking,
soy,
yeah.
from a plant.
That's from a plant.
From a plant. It's a soybean.
من chicken cells.
But the difference now,
من
Same shit, bro.
الحيوانات.
no, it's not
same
it's not the
shit.
same shit. It's just like falafel, but they fried it in a different way. That's the plant-based
became
one.
a burger.
It became a burger. And
Lahma.
they add flavors into it, and now you can order it from Burger King.
I know.
But that's
Soon enough, that's the
that's
Burger King meat that you'll have. A manufactured meat.
the manufactured meat. that's what should worry everybody. Yeah.
What
Soon
are
enough-
the advantages of this?
Soon enough,
The advantages you have those people who the animal rights
stop killing animals.
Animals, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, that's
طيب.
the main
That's
the main
it?
reason.
And then after a while, we're gonna have manufactured the humans. You know, you never know. Yo,
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. But they can't.
this is a
But
study.
they can't. But yeah, no, I'm not. By the time they officially release this, I'm gonna be vegan. 100%.
كون قفلتها بقى زي no chicken ذاته.
No
قفلنا
chickens out of
الموضوع.
my god. أكل.
It's a scary time. Look at us. Wow.
I'd try it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I try it.
I try it.
but have it
And
as an
I'll
old,
let you know when I come out of chemo.
for example. Do you think it'll be approved anywhere else in the world? Since it's only now approved in the States?
I think it will be in some
I don't think
certain places.
Bro, but then
Do you think it will be approved in our side of the world?
صعب. It could يعني it can be
It's difficult to
bro,
predict
it's
what's gonna
different. لأنه first of all إحنا what we eat for us is based on religion and
Halal,
stuff.
exactly.
On halal.
Yeah.
Does this count?
Halal or
not.
haram?
أيوه. That's something that we.
What is the ingredients that made the chicken?
ما هو what makes it
It's a
halal
cell
is the
from a
way.
chicken.
A cell from chicken.
لكن
So-
هلا chicken دي كانت
Died ولا a living chicken?
no living,
or
living.
a living chicken.
Living chicken, yeah.
They take
Take
the
a cell
cell
from it.
and they make that.
Yes.
فيلي.
Fillet.
Chicken fillet.
But you know what's the tricky thing? The tricky thing is that there will come a time that you will not be able to differentiate what's real and what was manufactured.
What? We already don't.
You still don't. انت هسه you
Add to
don't.
that this one, the cloned
Exactly.
type of
Already-
chickens.
You already don't. ما فاهم.
Right. الله يرحمكم.
And you know what? You said something interesting you didn't pay attention to.
I pay attention to
They
whatever
called
I say.
it manufactured meat,
Chicken.
right? Or chicken. They didn't call it cloned. It's cloned.
No, it's not. Cloned,
It is.
If it's cloned, it's the whole thing. It's a living
I mean, you're
cloned chicken.
taking a cell and then you're
no,
it's
you're
cloning
taking
to a certain extent.
لا.
Cloning a part of it.
لا.
Exactly.
Cloning only the thighs of the chicken.
No, regardless of whatever it is cloning to a
It's
certain
not cloning.
extent.
Cloning is creating a copy of
I know,
something.
yeah.
But manufacturing اللي هو it's basically using genetics or stem cells والحاجات دي to مثلا which humans still do يعني هسي stem cell علاج stem cells والحاجات دي it's existent هنا. It's not cloning يعني هسي انت لو عيان ولا عندك جرحة ولا حاجة
Yeah, but
and
then
they
you're
use
taking this to your own, you
yes
know.
and then your body uses it to
Yes,
heal
but this
itself.
is
It's
yourself.
not cloning.
Yeah, but then you're eating a lahma that is taken from a cell of a chicken that is made. اللحمة دي طب أنا ما if I kill this chicken I'll have the same chicken, same meat.
But you have to.
مثلاً.
You have
لا it's different ما هي it's not انت حاسب انه you're taking from the chicken and put him back in the chicken
No,
and then,
you're not. No, I'm gonna create a whole new chicken based off from this chicken.
you don't create the chicken.
not the whole chicken. Not the whole chicken.
don't
No,
create the
I know. A thigh or whatever that
Only the
you're
meat
going to create.
part of it.
Yeah, I know. طيب ما أنا
لكن
لما
it's its
أذبحها
own
هتكون نفس الحاجة.
it's its own cells يعني ما احنا
It's crazy.
والله we're gonna reach a point they do that to plants هسي to
Okay. No, I heard that over here, man.
they do that to with vegetables. Genetic modifications والحاجات دي.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
do.
definitely. Yeah.
طيب.
Apple doesn't rot anymore for like 10 days. It takes weeks for it to rot now.
Yeah.
That you're like, whoa, what am I eating? You know, at the end of the day.
But it's different when it's animals.
So
صراحة.
it's in our time. It's dangerous to be a vegetarian. It's dangerous to be a person who eats a carnivore. A
just-
person who
just eats organic,
You know, ولا organic حتى.
Organic is super expensive.
Now there will be a time that you're not gonna trust anything unless you plant it yourself and raise the chicken on your farm and start eating it.
Okay. لكن
But yeah, until that time ما أعرف حيفضل من population قدر شنو.
On other news,
take it away.
a submarine story that happened in the last week.
That's been the talk of everything
bunch-
in the world صراحة.
A bunch of, if I may say,
I really want to know how he's gonna say this.
a bunch of rich people decided to go and discover what happened to the Titanic. You know? And one of them is the person, what's his name, bro? I'm trying to find it.
والله التايتانيك دي صراحة يعني ما خلاص يا أخي. التايتانيك ده I don't know why people يعني
You guys can carry
معلقين
on
فيها.
till I-
عرفت التايتانيك ده دايما عملوا له موفي والموفي تاني. And you know the fun part is that they also discovered that also in the Titanic there were like rich people who died the same way how these people in the submarine died. So yeah, they started.
So one of these, so it had one guy who had a whole company. Oh, it's open what? What is it called? Open Sea.
Open sea, yeah.
Open Sea. The owner of this company was doing a whole research for a very long time about the Titanic.
Yeah.
And trying to discover stuff from where it did actually drown and landed. Yeah. طيارة هي.
Drowned.
المهم went down and all of that, and they built a whole submarine that they say he neglected some numbers, some statistics, some that can't go that deep, and yet he did. Overboard with him, a very rich Pakistani person and his son as well
Yeah.
went on board, and then another guy who is
It's 7 people.
total 7 people went down. And all of a sudden, one day, it went missing.
But everybody paid the 250,000 for the ride. Yeah.
Everybody paid 250K for the ride, and then it drowned. They discovered that it drowned. It exploded. Imploded? Same shit, bro. Imploded that not even particles of them do exist now because of the high pressure that happened. And the whole world was concerned during the time when they were trying to find the submarine. And the whole world was praying for those 7 people. The states went and did a whole search where till date, and I don't know how someone can get lost since we have satellites and blah, blah, and technology and all of that.
And have they tried it before?
What do you guys think about that, man?
ما هو اوكي اول حاجه
Go ahead though. Because all I'm gonna say is bullshit.
هو after all you're gonna say is what؟
لا nothing.
طيب ما هو بعد فتره مما نزلوا the tracker stopped يعني went off signal قطع.
طب ما في حبلة كان ولا طيب فيها ريكروس قال ما كان في حبلة. عرفت شفتوا الفيديو بتاع ريكروس؟
طيب.
ريكروس he actually asked why don't we have or they didn't have a rope that was attached to them, and no matter how they go down, and it's actually a valid question.
Well, it's a valid question.
It's a very valid question. And once they don't see a response from them, they pull them up. Why not?
يعني they didn't think of it. أنا ما أصلاً ما أعرف.
They're very rich, 7 people, very smart.
ما هو that's part of the whole dilemma لأنه في حاجات كثيرة not shortcuts لكن حاجات كثيرة مهمة ما تعاملت to ensure safety and precautions في الحاجات في الموضوع ده. لكن I don't know what to say about this يا man. يعني it's I discovered later on when I was reading is the fact that apparently it imploded the minute the signal went out.
So it disappears from existence.
Yeah, because like
The pressure.
يتعفصوا كده الموضوع الموضوع انتهى.
وما كانوا هم لما بنوا الغواصة دي ما كانوا they didn't take in consideration that this is gonna happen.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
You want my 2 cents of the whole thing?
Please.
The first time I heard about the news, I didn't pay attention because I don't know. I
Some
was
rich
like,
people.
No,
having
I was like, what type of distraction are they trying to do to pull up? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What type of
That crossed my mind too.
yeah. So I didn't pay attention, and then the second thing is that I heard the news that only 4 rich people who paid 250,000. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a story for them to disappear. But I was, but but it's not. It's a disrespectful way to look at it.
Oh, like everything else you said.
Second thing is that why, for God's sake, they haven't done a trial before going in this ride? Like send the damn submarine by itself with robots and stuff, discover it. Watch the videos back and measure all the pressure and take all the precautions, build the submarine in a way that it can protect humans
which he already حصلت by the way.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
They did
I don't know.
studies on the submarine.
I don't know what was the
They
studies.
already dropped machinery.
بس أخونا كان
with
in a rush.
cameras
They
and
wanted
stuff.
to really-
Like it's the first man-led.
Yeah. The third thing is I saw the CEO was controlling the submarine using a Logitech controller
هنا عرفت إنه الموضوع خلاص.
with Windows operating system.
هنا عرفت الموضوع مطرشق.
I was like, nah.
Good luck, guys.
Nah. You don't do it this way. Come on, man. لا ما فتح تضحك الموضوع. طيب.
ليه؟ أضحك يا زول. هوي.
ما people lost their lives. I mean, like.
What?
I don't know. Which
Bro, people are losing their lives every minute.
Every minute.
In this world. right? Why do I care about 4 rich ass people who did not?
Hold on.
No.
They're humans.
We're all humans, bro.
Yeah, I
but
know.
who cares about what's happening, for example, in this side of the world or the other side of the world where there's hunger, where there's 700 or
That's
300,
valid.
300 people
That's
also
valid.
in a cruise ship that also drowned.
Exactly.
And no one talks about it at all. About the war that is happening in Palestine or the war that is happening in any part
I
of
know.
this world.
فاهم عليك.
And then we come and we should sympathize about 7 or 4 people who lost. Let them lose their lives.
And this is the fourth.
They did that to themselves.
This is the fourth point.
They're
that
stupid.
I didn't pay attention to this news. Is that I was like, only because they are rich people now, all the media they are turning their heads, and the whole world is worried about them. But if they were like, and how many submarines got disappeared in the ocean? And
How many
nobody cared?
boats?
How many boats?
Not just
disappeared?
submarines, how many boats, people that went out for fishing, to get, today's food or
Yeah.
to sell or whatever, and they went missing and nobody cared.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is only our. This is my own personal view of the whole thing. I might be wrong. It's my mindset. And that's it. I didn't care much. That's it.
Bro,
It's,
something like
it's
this
crazy.
happened years ago. Was when Bezos took people to space, but that was successful. But it was still a big deal.
It was a big deal.
I understand. Yeah, I kind of understand why the media put it as a big deal.
But
Because
the media
it's the
put it
ultra
as-
rich basically.
Why do you
doing
want to go after the Titanic after all of these years? Why?
That is what I don't understand.
Why?
And why are you
Why?
using? Why
Maybe
are
the
you
painting.
using a
They did it
$20?
for that painting.
Why? And I read that. Never mind. Yeah.
وليه مستخدم Logitech controller? You know,
والله
if they actually made it, bro, Logitech could have made a lot of money
I know.
off of this, and now they're gonna lose a lot of money because of this.
And stocks without.
See, this is the thing. It's a crazy time. So after every once in a while, you get such a news or such an event that happens.
لا ما في
You
حاجة
know,
أنا ما أعرف.
it's not. No. It's not about.
Conspiracy
There might be something where in the similar case where that other cruise ship that drowned and nobody paid attention to, right? Like it had 300 immigrants. Was it immigrants or was it a cruise ship? I don't know what was it.
Okay.
I didn't really read into it, but it had around 300 Pakistani, I think, people on it, and it drowned, and nobody talked about it. There's no media coverage. There's no sympathy. There's no GoFundMe or whatever to that. You know. Yet this happened, and they managed to have everybody's attention, to it. It's did it? You know what? Did it actually happen?
والله ما نشوف.
You know what? Did it actually happen?
That's yeah.
But then there's a lot of drama around it, like when
You know?
one of the people's who disappeared on the submarine's son went into this whole thing with Cardi B for some reason.
Yeah, I read that he DM'd. It's whatever.
I'm عارف. I don't even know.
Listen, it's there are certain entities in this world that knows how to attract people attention. It's the same thing, or make them stuck. No, it makes these people stuck, and I'm talking about us as the viewers of this news, right? So hear me out. I don't know if this makes sense, but this is a similar concept to that's how I saw it. A similar concept to when you fall in love with someone and then you get hurt by that someone, and then you get the aftermath of that breakup. For example, you get depressed, you get sad, and all of that. It's you got stuck to that one person because you as a person you got stuck to that one person. You thought of them as the world.
Submarine.
لا لا ما wait. Hear me out. I said no. I said hear me out, right?
Okay. Give you. Okay.
Hear me out. And then you get stuck to that one person. You neglect the idea of the other 8 billion in this world, right? So they come to you, they bring such a news, right? They know us as a human beings. We get stuck to one thing. We start neglecting everything else, around us. When we are entertained with one thing. So they brought that one news, and that where it pushes the idea or, the theory of, yes, what's over there that is hidden now? For example, that 700 cruise ship that nobody is paying attention to. Or what is something else? You're concentrating now to this story only. Because of the mass media, the mass storytelling that happened, that made you and forced you to think of this only, neglect everything else. Because they know that we only put focus on one thing only. We start neglecting, when there's a whole...
So it's a distraction, as I said.
To a certain extent, yes. But,
from what?
But we never know. So it's a distraction that I read somehow. There is a bank somewhere in the world doing acquisitions in Ukraine during this time. It's a whole, in a stock market.
Yeah,
I read a whole lot of stuff that happened during the same day that this happened. So, that's the connection of these two stories.
And they know
it's a human beings, they get connected, or we focus as a human being. You focus to one thing, you neglect everything else. When you're sympathized or emotionally connected with one thing,
one event,
you start neglecting everything else around it. So that's the whole.
Yeah, fully explained.
Did you get it now?
Yeah, I got it.
Tell us. I hope everybody out there got it.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
I don't care.
I know what I want.
It's their fault. It's their mistake. They deserve it.
And they know that there will be a lot of conspiracy theorists coming out of.
That's about everything.
And that's one of them.
100%.
One of the main reasons why.
I know what I want to know is that. So during this whole cycle of things that were happening to the submarine, they said that there was a 30-minute interval of banging that they can hear, a signal of banging from the sonar that they can hear.
Yeah, but it takes only 1 millisecond for you.
They were hearing it for an interval بتاع 30 minutes 30 minutes كل 30 minutes بيسمعوا الحاجة دي on the sonar. When until now they didn't find anything, by the way.
They're not gonna find anything after the whole theory that I read.
Yeah, but after that piece of news was out, they came out and said also that this whole thing it imploded way before
the sonar
thing. So what was banging for 30 minutes?
حورية البحر.
Aquaman.
But there's many things. I don't know. Bro, it's a whole... We don't even know. Did they go? Maybe just like what Kenzie said, they actually just escaped, a lot of depths, and they actually somewhere out there in Cuba with Tupac sitting and chilling. You just never know.
It's a whole thing, man.
It's a whole thing that I can't imagine because I'm not that rich. It's a type of conversation people would have and sit down when they're a group of rich people. Yo, what do you want to do this week? Let's go discover the Titanic. Wow. How rich would you be to start thinking of such a thing? But from a rich people's story to another. Kenzie.
So another nonsense things that rich people do, just like going.
Rich people segment.
Yeah. والله الواحد بيتمنى إنه reach that level of richness that you start doing nonsense. But anyhow, Elon Musk.
عشان أجي أنا بعدين في بودكاست زي ده أضحك عليك.
Exactly. So two of the richest people in this planet that we know, Elon Musk and
في كارتيل كتير معاهم.
and Mark Zuckerberg, they announced in a podcast, and also they went on Twitter talking about fighting each other in a cage match, and that news reached Dana White, and now Dana White he was like
interested?
It seems like he's interested. If the people they want to see this. So my question to you guys: do you guys want to watch
Do
Elon
you
Musk?
really think it's gonna happen, Aslan?
Wallahi, if it got the enough
I
hype,
think it will.
No,
I think it
bro.
can.
No,
I think it can. But not well, but it can,
it can.
if
no.
rich people do nonsense things. But عادي. Not to this extent.
Not them.
So Mark Zuckerberg asked Dana White if Elon Musk really thinking
For
about
real
it.
for
for
this?
real for real is he for real for this? And he was like Elon Musk retweeted and he said yes, let's do this in a cage match. And then Andrew Tate he offered Andrew Tate offered to
There's a
train.
whole
Andrew Tate replied into the Elon Musk tweet and he said like I'm gonna train you because Mark Zuckerberg banned me from Meta and you did
شخصية.
and you did
الموضوع
not.
قلب شخصي.
Yeah, I'm gonna train you and you will win. So you guys, who do you think will win this this funny match?
I think.
And you're gonna watch it or not?
Look,
Everybody was gonna watch
first of
it.
all, I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna happen.
طيب.
يعني, I give it
Is it
to.
another distraction?
I give it.
Everything is a distraction.
Bro, Elon Musk always pulls off some
Stunts like this.
Stunts like
Way
this.
dance.
Always. Min Dogecoin or all this kind of stuff. He's been doing it for a while. He always finds a way to stay relevant with stuff in the media. So his stock prices, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
If it does happen, Elon Musk is winning.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's
Zuckerberg
older. He's
looks
older
like,
though. He's older though.
Yeah, but
And Mark Zuckerberg
looks
is younger.
Like a robot, bro.
Still no. And I'm basing the fact
Of what?
بتاع Andrew Tate في الموضوع. Fact
Because he's
بتاع
training him?
الموضوع. أيوة.
I don't know. Age-wise, I think Mark Zuckerberg is way much younger than Elon Musk.
Is he?
I think so. I'm 100% sure. But
fact
definitely he's younger.
He's younger.
He's younger, yeah. So
لا.
change
And
your
what kind of
Mark is 39.
MMA?
Mark is
UFC?
39. Elon is in his 40s, definitely.
Mark is what?
39 or 51.
See,
There's like 11 years difference.
yeah. So it's a
And what kind of, are we talking boxing? Are we talking like
cage match,
cage
MMA,
match,
UFC type of shit. Yeah.
free for all?
I think
Wallah,
it's
you know what? Zuckerberg actually has a shot.
definitely.
If it was boxing, I would have given it to Elon.
He looks like a martial artist.
Who?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He looks
I cannot
more flexible beyond
Yes,
underestimate.
and plus you don't know anything about this guy,
that.
which makes him even more
Mark-
dangerous.
Yeah, people they think that he's one of the lizard people.
For example. No, you know nothing about this guy. It's those type of guys that, you know,
Mysterious.
they might be, might be deadly. He might be
You never
actually,
know.
he might
Serial
actually
killer-
have,
a serial killer.
yeah, he might actually have a black belt in jiu-jitsu and
So-
you
and
never
nobody
heard
knows.
about it.
Exactly.
You know?
It comes, it just shows up all
Elon
the
Musk
moves.
every day is out there. Yeah, Elon Musk is tweeting 24 hours. But he most probably is on his couch the whole day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's,
And there was this photo of Elon Musk sunbathing in a yacht.
that's another one.
And
for
he was
example.
so fucking bad.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like,
But
yeah.
what does that have to do with this whole match?
That he's not even. This is a sign of someone who's. No. This is a sign of someone who's not going outside. Like he's not. Even,
Maybe he's inside training.
Nah. The shape of his body.
They're
was-
both
was
pale
awful.
white men, yeah, man. Nobody's
They're both
more,
pale white men. They both don't go out.
Look at both of the pictures and then come and judge. Anyhow, enough with this bullshit. What else?
Okay.
To another bullshit.
Now you're making me not want to say it. Anyways,
No, say it. خلاص.
no, I thought
Self confidence is أهم شيء في الدنيا.
مش هذا ضروري شديد. انتوا بعد ذاك مما قلت لي I'm not an A1. اصلا اخذت الموضوع شخصي معك.
لا ما المفروض تاخذه شخص على فكره.
لا
دي حاجه راجعة.
تاني قلت لك self confidence يا برو.
ما قلت لكم اصلا بقيت يعني ما بشتغل بكم مما قلت لي انا not A1.
اوكي.
شفته. Anyways, I thought about this thing that we can do with the crowd, with the people, with the listeners. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I need it's.
Or you're
depends.
gonna ask a question.
I'm gonna ask a question. It depends on each week. بمزاجه. It's gonna be a different time every episode, a different kind of question, and we'd want the people, the listeners, the viewers to interact with us, let us know their answers, and we guys can come and discuss them the next episode, anonymously, of course. And it's gonna be some of them are gonna be kind of messed up. يعني, feel free to answer, and we'll take your answers anonymously, and we'll give ours too, by the way. بس عشان نعرف. There's a lot of messed up people out there.
في
And we're
awards
trying to discover.
Is there a perfect answer يعني ولا ما فاهم؟
No.
It's
It's
just a
discussion. It's just a discussion.
Okay, I thought that if you
Whoever
have to nail
gives
the
the most horrible.
طيب
لو دو معنا انا اسف.
This week's question is, what is the most messed up thing you've seen visiting a friend's house?
With that being said, this is everything from this. This is how you end an episode. But let us know.
Yeah.
Just like what Awab said, it's anonymously. And yeah, if
Check in.
check
See what's up.
let us know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Yep. Covered it all.
No.
Nothing is worth it. Yo,
Music.
how we skipped? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Music. Let's go quick.
Last weekend, Gunna released an album. What is it called?
Why did I think it was wins and losses?
You also
No, I played it a lot, but yeah.
خلاص I'll fact check it. It's okay.
What?
A gift and a curse.
Gift and a curse.
Yeah.
You guys heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No.
No, Kenzie? It's okay. It's okay. No features.
No features.
No
yeah.
features.
I don't know if because no one actually.
I don't know why for some reason, but the snitch allegations kind of.
What?
I know I shouldn't care. I know I shouldn't care, but they still kind of.
لا مساكتة. You can't.
No, they
listen to
kind
him.
of touch the credibility of the person.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's عادي, yeah. But I actually didn't listen to it. I just. He's a snitch. No, I'm joking. Can't listen to a snitch, you know? But no, I didn't listen to it. I felt that it's not an album that I'm going to enjoy. I just didn't listen to. That's all. Kenzie, what do you think of it?
Nice. It's a nice listen, but I'm not gonna visit
It's
it
not.
again.
It's. I feel it's those type of because Gunna puts out a lot of projects or used to put out a lot of projects every here and there, mixtapes, stuff. Yes, it's that type of. Oh,
No, but then-
here you go. That's it. I'm still working on something else.
But
later
then
on,
a lot of bars in it, or he actually addresses. And he doesn't say no أنا ما عملتها. He says people don't know the full story.
Yeah.
So
he did it.
it's probably it's not even defending himself the way I think he should.
On the other hand, Young Thug was planning to release his album on the same day that Gunna was supposed to release his album. It didn't happen, and then we had the album in this weekend.
Business is business.
Business is business. What do you guys think?
I think besides a few tracks, most of them I feel like they're loosies.
Young Thug also type of project where he has another project later on that is going to release.
Yeah, besides the one with Travis Scott, maybe that feels kind of out of Utopia. أكتر مما
There is a track that feels out of Utopia. That's true. But then I love the ones with Drake.
Yeah, the ones with Drake are nice.
It's a nice project. It's a nice Young Thug project, but it's not a wow Young Thug project.
And for me, Young Thug, I'm gonna pass. A Young Thug,
You can't.
I'd rather, not that I can't. I'd rather listen to him in a feature with someone else.
Mad Dog. I like
but
Mad Dog.
I cannot listen to a whole Young Thug album. That's only me.
He as well addressed what happened with Gunna.
What do you say?
He said that they telling on me something like that in Jonesboro, the song, right? Jonesboro, yeah, Jonesboro. Sorry, he addressed that in that song. What's amazing to me is that Young Thug in jail, and he's still putting out music that is he would buy out, whip, and the type of content that Young Thug does.
Yeah.
There's no change in the content that he does.
Yeah.
Because
even when
business. Business
because
is
business is
Business is business.
And this tells you how rappers are to them. This is business. That's it at the end of the day. Don't take it too hard when you support a rapper. You know, this is business to them. He's gonna put out something that what makes him, you know,
Might not reflect
flourish.
the real life
Exactly,
of him.
you know.
But,
I mean, some of them. You
But
know,
then
not
maybe
all of
maybe
them.
he needs that bag for the court case.
No, I doubt. I mean,
I mean,
Drake.
I'm sure he paid a lot of money for the court
for
case.
the lawyers, yeah.
For the lawyers. So.
That's gonna help.
But then on the other hand, Drake is also releasing an album along his book
Yeah.
that he co-wrote as well. Wow.
لا انا ما واو خلاص انا
خلاص
بالنسبه لي
زهقت؟
دريك خلاص شويه
ارتاح شوي.
ارتاح شويه ادينا نفس.
And he said that people are that they want the old Drake. Here you go. This is for the
To all my dogs.
to all my dogs.
I like the concept of it, and he actually said that he wanted to do it. Min Ayam Scorpion, by the way.
It's crazy.
So I'm glad
But
that
an
he's
album's
actually
going
delivering
to-
it, and I
And
want to
he's
see
on
what.
tour now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a QR code in the book that you scan it and it leads you to the album. I think, and I think it's a good marketing stunt that he's following.
I mean, bro, what can we say? I mean, Drake is. خلاص.
خلاص.
He's way.
عبر
But bro, don't you feel like Drake's music is becoming less relatable now?
Because you're not where he is now. As easy as that.
I want to see if To My Dogs is kind of more.
You know, no, that's for real. Because Drake now he doesn't rap like how he used to. He actually did what J. Cole failed to do,
Yeah.
which is
rap about his life throughout his career.
But bro,
Right?
he's
how he look at Hove now.
he's flexing on levels that we don't even.
Yeah, but look
I
at
don't even
know.
know.
it's a submarine level type of.
Does Hove need to rap? He doesn't. But look at him nowadays. When he raps, he flexes.
Yeah, but you understand the flex.
And you can't. No, but you can't relate to that.
You can't relate to it, but you at
Exactly.
least understand it.
No, but you also this is the same thing with Drake. It's a whole different flex, bro. It's a whole different flex. Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. فهمنا حبة. فهمنا قصدك شنو طيب.
I had to Google when he the intro to Middle of the Ocean.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
From Cinco to Cinco, from the I don't know
to
what
the,
to what.
to the Vava.
Yeah, it's 3 hours by flight.
بعدين بيقول لك if you know, you know.
Yeah, it's 3 hours by flight.
طريقتك,
Bro, it is. Hey,
if any of you got that level of
Rich.
yeah,
You'll understand.
No, you're gonna start talking about
يعني تكبر
just
تفهم.
تفهم
تقدر إيش
تفهم
تفهم.
بطريقتك هاي. ما عندي time أنا to explain.
with that being said, this is everything from this week. What?
There's one album that I wanted to talk about, Killer Mike.
Oh.
He also dropped on the same week that Gunna did. The album is called Michael. شكلك ما سمعته.
I heard that track with Future and Andre only. I didn't listen to
Kanzi.
all of it.
Not listen to it. I'm not a big fan of Killer Mike. I'm not a hardcore listener, but I actually love this project. I feel like it's
You're not
quality.
a big fan of Clear Mike?
I'm not a hardcore listener. I like him, but
okay.
I'm not a hardcore listener.
What
Great.
about the under 3000?
I think it's a great project. Extreme. لا عجبني يعني I really like it. It's one of my favorite projects of the year so far.
Yeah.
That's where the whole thing with Andre Three Stacks came out, is because in an interview, Killer Mike said that Andre is coming out with an album.
Yeah.
But then he came out again saying I was high out of my mind, and
Oh, really?
yeah, he kind of backtracked on the whole statement.
Then
I don't
there
think it's
is a
true.
project.
There is a project.
but
بس Andre قال لا اسمع شنو حبيبنا مهما
don't tell anyone about it. Since we're talking about, there's a release by Kenny Mason called 6. Dope project.
Coy Leray dropped an album.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about a project that is really nice. From this, and a friend of mine who put me on it, and it's crazy. It's a very nice
what's his
project. Kenny Mason from Stick, from Dreamville. I don't know if he's still signed. I don't know if he is signed to them or not, but the project is called 6. It's a nice project. RCA Records, a division. No, it's not. It's not on there. But yeah. And that's it. Do you guys have anything else you want to...
No, كده
Kenzie?
أنا خلاص في قلبي
I'm good.
This is everything for this week from the Flamingos podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this episode. And if you're still watching till this 1 hour, 20 minutes, thank you. More to come. Never
Eid
stop.
Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak as well. Eid Al-Adha Mubarak to everybody out there. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your time off. Summer is here. Watch out from the sun. Yeah, so put your sunscreen, your lotion, everything that you have to do. Enjoy the sun. Travel if you want to travel. I mean, it's the time to escape as well. And this is it. Shout out to everybody out there that been tuning in week in, week out. Shout out to everybody out there that is as well keeping up with the show, pushing the content. We're here always. And this was everything from the Flamingos podcast this week. This is Yad.
Kenzie on the mic.
And Awab.
And peace!
Yeah.